You must get material that you can bite into. You must get a character that you feel that you will do not justice, but contribute to it and take it a little ahead of what the
What
writer
they
has
know.
imagined. And of course, the team has to be right, uh, who's making that particular show. So when this particular part came to me, my first tick mark was, I had 4 tick marks. My
Oh, okay.
first one was the creators.
Okay.
I was very happy that I was going to collaborate with them, because they are someone who have impressed me so much over the years, and I never got an opportunity to say it to them to their face. So when they came and met me, my first thing was, forget the part, but guys, I'm a great fan. So it was a fanboy moment for me
Oh.
being with them. Second was, of course, that it's a survival drama.
Yeah.
It's a one-off. It's the first that we're going to see on Indian screens. When I mean screen, I mean OTT screens. Uh, Third is, it's Netflix. Always wanted to do something for them, and I'm glad that this has become the way. And fourth, I won't say least, and the not so important, most important, the character. So my character is fascinating. It's a guy who is, his name is Zebran Kadri, who's the Lieutenant Governor of Andamans. He's a guy who has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, and he always takes the right decisions. But here comes a time when there's a challenge on him. Is he going to take the right decision this time? So I find that very fascinating. And of course, I didn't want to miss this. So I found myself saying yes to it.
Saying yes to it.
First of all, it was so fresh. And, like the stories, so many characters are there, but every character has been justified. Every character has an arc, which is very rare to see. And of course, it is a survival drama which has never been done before. And to see myself in a setup like that, I had never imagined this. Like, even like you ask or wish for things now, I never wished for it, but it was, like when I saw it, I was like, wow, like to do something like this would be so challenging, and I would remember it for the rest of my life. To experience this feeling of being with so many actors. I mean, the actors are also so brilliant. After the shoot, I used to feel like, wow, like I've picked up so many things from working with these actors. And of course, Sameer sir, Amit sir, they are brilliant directors. I've worked with them in Jadugar, and coming on set I was very comfortable. First of all, it felt like coming home. There was no nervousness as such, but I just wanted to give my all. That was the only feeling that I had.
Apart from the fact that it's an amazing script, it's a great character that I get to play in the show. I think as an audience, we are living in exciting times, because as an audience, I watch shows like Money Heist, Into the Night, Dark, films like Capernaum, Roma, and which are all in their own mother tongues, like in their own regional languages. So I feel that this is the type of content that even though I don't understand the language, there's something about the content that appeals to me. And I think Kaala Paani is in the same league. I think the writing is so strong that even if we are doing the show in Hindi and some parts in English, I think it's a show which will appeal to the global audience. So that is something that really excited me as an actor and as an audience also.
While the basic premise came to me like quite some time back, it's only when we started discussing the idea, when we fleshed out the characters, we realized that we've never really faced this kind of a crisis individually.
Yeah.
But we can imagine if this happens to my family, I don't know how I'm going to react. Or this happens to my friend, I don't know how I'm going to react. So that was kind of the starting point, and we deliberately created characters who had like a handicap which they had to overcome at the end of the season. And we came across some very difficult decisions which even we were not sure of whether this person will take this decision or not. So that, I think, the moral dilemmas of the characters really interested us, and we felt that there are not a lot of shows or stories which kind of show people as humans. We kind of tend to categorize people into good guys or bad guys, but everybody has an interest for which they are working in. So this is something which we got to capture through this show. So I think that was an interesting point for us. So I think it's the place which gave us the idea. So
Okay.
it's not the other way around. That
Oh.
we didn't get the idea and go
So
to
first
that
you
place.
thought of the
Yeah,
setting.
so it was on a holiday that I went there and this idea came to me.
Oh, okay. This was when? Which year?
This was when I was in school. Yeah. So of course, it was just a basic premise, and of course, when you grow up and you realize कि अच्छा ये हो सकता है, ये हो सकता है. But the basic idea of people being, because again, as a child you are in cellular jail and they're telling you that there's no way, and I think the guide used this line कि जो कि ट्रेलर में भी है line कि the actual walls are just 6 feet high, the real wall is the water. So there are nobody could escape, not because the walls are very high, it's because there's water everywhere, so you can't escape. I thought, wow, what if this happens to us right now? What if we can never leave this place? And that thought kind of stayed with me for quite some time.
Right from the writing stage, as Bisu said, it was very complex to write. There are multiple characters, multiple storylines, and again, very different genre for us to explore. So that in itself was very challenging, very new for us. And besides writing, just the whole execution of the show was a mammoth task. From shooting in Andaman, where there is very limited resources, and we had a huge crew that we had taken there. From the rains, the extreme weather, the cyclones, the ever-changing schedules, all that was too difficult to work around with. But it was because we had a fantastic team, great set of actors that we could manage to pull all that through. And then again, the post also was a lot challenging on the show. Just the whole sound design, the edit, the VFX that we have used. So all in all, like, it's a show which has been mounted on a huge scale, but at the core, it's a very emotional story. And to pull this off, it was difficult, but I think we have kind of managed.